It's these moments that end up in the history books. As someone who teaches Virginia and U.S. government day in and day out, Smithfield High School teacher Matt Ployd saw this as an educational opportunity for his seniors.
They have questions, and they're just as traumatized and concerned about what they saw as you and I are. We just wrapped up the Bill of Rights, and this was a First Amendment issue. Do they have the right to peacefully protest? And absolutely. Where did the line get crossed? So that came into this.
He opened up the floor for students to voice concerns and questions about Wednesday's attack on the Capitol, something that hasn't happened in more than 200 years.
The top one that came out was, why was there such a difference in police and security response to this as opposed to the Black Lives Matter protests in Washington not 5 months ago? The second thing that came up primarily was, what's the difference between the rioting we saw yesterday and the rioting we saw during the summer? And I would say the third thing primarily is, where do we go from here? Is this fixable?
While the videos are troubling, Ployd says there are some positives when you look at the structure of our democracy.
The system worked. It held. Under great stress, under great duress, it still performed the way the founding fathers intended it. We still are having a peaceful transfer of power. The leaders of both parties should be commended in that they said, no, we do this tonight. We do this today, because if we put this off, they win.
He says this is the first of many conversations for his students, a class that doesn't just study history, but embraces it as it's happening. In Smithfield, Erin Miller, News 3.